That's why the sequences. Sometimes I share this. It naturally goes into my record, but I share it with the eternal source of all power, the eternal life force field, and Mama, and all the spirits that I play music with. When I acknowledged the high precision timing of the sequence, which means if I'm not supposed to experience it, I won't experience it. But if I experience it, it's because I'm supposed to experience it by virtue of what I am, because I know what I am and what I'm not, which means I'm a divine born spirit because my spirit is free to freely creatively express the music that I play, which is what love is. Okay? And that's common sense as sensing capabilities to protect all sentient life forms from any harm. That's a shield. Okay, that's a crystal shield. That's a crystal core. The one I am. I'm on Oaya. So in the last one that I did when I talked about being at the Naval Weapons Station at Seal Beach, and I mentioned the Marine who was a gunnery sergeant in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. Him and I became close friends. And the divine sequence in that of having met John and what John and I experienced together, it was John Davis that invited me to the first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Okay. And this is how our sequence is as it relates to relationships of ions, like ionosphere, like the camera eye. It was not a coincidence. I met John and I worked at that station, that radio station, that fire station, that echo map. Because if I never met John, then I would have not gone to that meeting, huh? So that's divine right timing. That's divine right firing order. So the firing order, which is the frequency, which is the radio code of that frequency of that sequence, right on time. High precision mathematical timing. Breathing the core. Still pointing up at you vacuum. So it was John. Because, he'd been in 3 wars. John was a recovering alcoholic. Jack Davis was a recovering alcoholic. Okay. And so it's the level of cosmic precision of the one I serve is the one I am. That's why I used to say in some of the first videos I ever did, for me to explain all the sequences that were mathematically configured, it would take me forever to explain that to you. I'd have to go back and try and tracking surveillance systems and interference patterns and stealth code, which is Nomi seed, to experience the eternal seed atom for which we perform the work as security teams to perform repairs. System repairs. So it stands to reason as basic logic that if a motherboard is broken, you got to know how to build a motherboard. How can you rebuild something that broke if you didn't know how it was first built? Like the house that Jack built. No, the sacred house of one. The emerald sun. The emerald crystal. Crystal rays of light. Crystal emerald rays of light. I share the story with you about the emerald pool. I shared a picture of a place I love to go where there are some powerful emerald frequencies. Crystal rays up on a place called the Middle Fork of the Smith River, right up of Highway 99, just north of the California and Oregon border, near Crescent City. And if you go up 99 and you go through Redwood National Park, well, you're still in California, which is Jedediah Smith. Keep going north, and like you're headed up to Hayuchi and Gasquet, and on your right you'll see a turnoff, and it's known as the Go Road. And if you go up the Go Road, 18 miles, because I timed it, time and distance with a calculator. You make a left-hand turn, you go down there, and there's a beautiful bear story when I went to camp there to go hike that trail that takes you down into emerald pools that you can bathe in. Powerful healing frequencies on the South Fork. Excuse me, Middle Fork. Middle Fork. But the Middle Fork empties out to the South Fork. Okay? It meanders down into the South Fork and empties out in the Pacific Ocean. Whoops, time's up almost. Whoa. It says capture. Capture the energy.